here's a set of clubs. Like you could get in a format like this, people that have never seen a set of clubs before. So I'm meant to explain that, you know, what's a driver, what's a fairway wood, you know, what's a sandwich, what's a putter. So we may get into that, but you know, that comes later. Let's get you hitting the thing properly first. So these bags come in really handy. I chuck them around a lot, but by using these for each session then we get here, and we're going to use them in different ways, I can tell you all the things that are going to make it easier. You know, from a posture point of view, like when I hold the bag out in front, you'll see what my arms look like. You know, they're never straight. Don't think you've got to have straight arms, right? If I straighten my arms too much, I'm going to get everyone to do this, you'll see what it feels like. So when I hold the bag and tip over a bit from here, you'll just see what my posture's like. I just tip over a bit this way. They're not any more bent than that. We don't want to get them too bent. Okay, just a little bit of flex here, and the main bend comes from here. When I hold it out in front, tip over this way, it's important to let everyone know the big secret to this is if I want to kick or throw something that way, this side's got to be higher than that side. It's pretty hard to chuck it that way. You watch all the Raiders players passing footies around, they're going to catch it here, and they're going to go that way. So when we use these soon, we're going to hold it out in front, we're going to tip over a bit, and we're just going to start moving a bit. Because you don't want to get in, start swinging clubs straight away, because you could pull something. Now we're going to build you up to it. We're just going to start by moving this. As I move the bag, you can see not a lot else is moving. As I move it to here, you can see my shoulders are moving a bit. As I bring it through here, my shoulders are moving a bit. So it's that motion is going to be the whole theme for each session all the way through. So we're going to do a bit of that, and then we're going to sit the thing on the ground and start hitting it. So if you have a tough week, a bit stressful, this is a great place to start. So you don't need to know, you know, what alignment is and what posture is and what the grip should be like and whether you should interlock or overlap. It's overkill, right? But based on what I just did with the bag, we're going to move on to this. So I'm going to get everyone holding it, and we're just going to lean the shaft into the bag. And that's the way we're going to start. The whole game's played from there. And you'll get really good at this game very quickly. Believe me?
I don't know.
Yeah, cool. So we're going to lean into the bag, and then we're going to move it back, and then back into the bag. So you'll note when I'm doing that, I'm pushing here, and then I'm moving it back to here, and moving it back to the bag. So I'm going to do that. I'm not letting everything move this way. I'm not letting everything move that way. So what you'll notice is I'm going to lean into the bag, and I'm going to move it to here, and I'm going to move it back that way. So it wouldn't matter if I had people that have been playing 20 years in here. I'll be doing the same thing. Because all the problems with golf come when their start's not right. So when we get out there and hit some people are going to have their knees bent too much. Some people are going to have their arms straight. Some people are going to move all over like this. But it's our goal over this period and ongoing just to keep working on making it better. And what I'll do each time we get a club in our hands and we hit some, so I'm going to give you these little tips on the geometry of the body, which sounds technical, but it's not. And things are just going to get easier. So the problem with the game is it's not taught like other sports. I'd know, but when I sort of had my first tuition, it was you got to look down at the ball and you've got to keep your head down. And that's really all you get sort of told. You know, you've got to take the club straight back. If golf was learnt more like tennis and every other sport out there, we'd all be a lot better. I like explaining to people that it's an out in front game. The ball's on the ground, but it's also out in front of us. So again, a general throwing motion that way. The body's got to move a certain way. It's just easier to do that way. So that's all we're going to do.